Alright, gonna have a bit of time up here, just straighten this area up behind me. Obviously I've got the offcuts from the joists, and the joists were cut in half. They're going to stay up here, but I want to get rid of all, must be about 40 so floorboards, some rocks and rubble and bits and pieces. So I want to get everything down, move the joists back to the wall, and I'll maybe have an hour or so and denail the boards when I get them down there, ready for taking over to the room underneath the cabin where they're going to be stored until we need to do something with them. So we'll get on and get tidied up. Right, this afternoon's task is to get all of these floorboards across to the rooms that are under the cabin. I've been cleaning them out, cleaned and swept all the floor, got rid of all the debris, so you should see that now, in theory. Going to take the stone trough out. There's a nice little stone trough in there that you should have seen from the original sort of house tour videos. Get that out as well. Then, like I say, move these boards. I'm going to put some of the old terracotta blocks down, building blocks, some boards across so that all the boards are elevated, they're off the floor. Should keep them relatively dry and allow the air to flow around them. Also move the stud wall boards, the uprights that were upstairs here, from the room there into the other room as well, and all the ceiling joists that we've taken out over the last couple of weeks. I want everything in there, I want everything that we've taken out in there, out of the way in one place, nicely stacked, stored, you know, make sure the floorboards are all kind of, you know, in piles of the same thickness, same length, and, you know, the angled ones, you know, on the same pile, stuff like that, you know, stuff that, you know, kind of my kind of thing. So yeah, we'll crack on and get it done, and hopefully you'll see some pictures of the end result. Out. Yeah. Go on. Go on, darling. Good girl. over here.
Where are we? Nobody knows. Nobody knows.
So what you see in front of you is a collection of pieces that form a wood chipper. So of course, as with everything these days, it comes in multiple pieces. So the next clip you're going to see is hopefully a short one of me assembling it, but that remains to be seen whether it's short. There's only 5 or 6 individual pieces, 6 or 7, so hopefully it won't take too long. And in theory, this is where my mechanical background, famous last words, should stand me in reasonable stead. So we'll have a quick glance at the instructions and crack on and see how it goes. So we're going as far as we're going to go today. Got the connections fitted. As with a lot of these instructions, there's no direct, exact instructions as to where they need to go. Just a little vague, faint illustration. But I think we've got them where they need to be. So we need to get some oil for it. Sort of standard 1040 oil, which I don't possess any. So we'll go to the shop tomorrow, I think, and pick up a litre. And get some fuel. With it being a 4-stroke, it's standard unleaded, 95 unleaded. I've only got mixed for the strimmer and chainsaw, so need to get some oil, need to get some fuel, then we'll get it fired up and have a bit of a play tomorrow. So we'll leave it at that for now and come back to it in the morning. Right, so as if by magic, we've got some oil, we've got some fuel, so we're going to get them in and have a quick look at the instructions and see if we can get this thing started. So the time has arrived, got it fired up, yeah, to stick something in it and see what happens. Obviously you know what it's going to do, but still a bit of sort of trepidation when dangerous cutting implements are involved. So I'm going to stick the old goggles on and we'll put a couple of things down it, yeah, see what happens really. Yeah, that made me jump a little bit. There you go. vicious thing. Yeah, it'll take a little bit getting used to, but it's gonna do what we need it to do. Obviously, the vast majority of stuff we've got are these little shrubs, so it's creating very fine chippings there, obviously. But we've got quite a lot of the wood off the land, the fallen trees and stuff like that. It'll do stuff up to 16mm, there's 6 centimetres, so it's quite big. And obviously that'll create bigger pieces, so mix it all together, it'll be, you know, create some nice chippings to put down in various areas. So that'll do for the test run for today. I hope you found it amusing, me jumping back like a scared child. We'll keep having half an hour here and there and get this lot gone. So I thought we'd just have a minute and clean this little trough up that we dragged out the other day. It's not going to go too far for the time being, we'll leave it in here. We'll give it a quick clean up, and then I think we'll put some compost in it, a bit of soil, and get a couple of nice little plants to put in it, and you know, brighten the place up. So we'll have 10-15 minutes, just scrubbing brush and water, just clean it up and give you an idea of what it's going to look like. So I've come into the garden this morning, going to do some more clearing of this hillside. Obviously we've done quite a lot, but realistically we're probably only about halfway. Want to get as much done as possible really over the next couple of weeks. We'd like to get it done all the way to kind of my right, where you can see this line of eucalyptus. That's basically our boundary, that's our rear boundary going off up the hillside. Quite thick in this area like it was at the front, and kind of after the end of May I'm not going to be allowed to use the metal cutting disc on the strimmer because of risk of sparks and one thing and another. So got a few days off next week, got a little break, which is kind of bittersweet thing really. It'd be nice to have a break, but takes 4 or 5 days out of the equation of getting this done. So we're going to have an hour or so this morning while it's still cool, and see if we can get some of this cleared. Obviously you can see it's just a mass. I'll quickly show you what we'd already done, and it gives you an idea of where we need to be with it. Is that playing?
I hope so.
That's playing.